All right, Brian, 10-minute video and go.
Welcome to Crocs in the Kitchen.
I'm Jessica.
And I am Brian.
Yep, that's who we are.
That's us.
We're still us.
We're still alive.
We're still alive. We're still just being us.
And as you can see, we've completely renovated our kitchen.
Ta-da!
This is not our kitchen. We are here in Columbus, Ohio, not our usual kitchen. And we figured it was about time to let you all know what's been happening recently.
Most recently, we went up to Rochester, Minnesota, where we are both patients at Mayo Clinic, and I had my scans. Now, yesterday, when we're filming this, I don't know when this is actually coming out, but yesterday, January 16th, was the 2-year anniversary of when I had my full hysterectomy and a 9-hour surgery with like all kinds of things taken out, 57 lymph nodes, all kinds of stuff. And they found that there was no more cancer in me. They didn't even find dead cancer. It was very crazy.
Yes. Also on that date, 18 years ago, was the day that we first met in person.
Yes, after chatting online.
So when she messaged me and she said that, I was like, I will consider those both good things in my opinion, because one was the day that I met this beautiful woman, and the other day was the day that we found out more information and got good news about your cancer.
Yes. So, again, like I said, so it was kind of these scans were kind of like a big deal because it was like, okay, it's been 2 years. The only thing they found on the scans were like a few of my lymph nodes. They were a little bit like enlarged based on where they had been at the last scans. I'm doing scans every 3 to 4 months approximately. But they were a little bit, different than the last scan, and they are just going to repeat a little bit sooner. So we actually are going to end up going back in 2 months instead. And that lines up with when Brian is due to be back up there for other stuff that he's going through, which we'll talk about in a minute. But it kind of all works out anyway, and that's the plan. Now, we did meet with a different doctor than we normally do, and he definitely, he said, I asked him a lot of questions, just kind of like, okay, here we are at the 2-year mark. I've been Googling, reoccurrence of ovarian cancer. When does it happen usually? And, what's the percentage chance that it happens? And there's some scary numbers out there. But I asked him some questions, and he said that my case has just been, I don't even know how to.
He said that our case was very unique. That was his wording. Because nothing about your case was really normal. Yeah,
and we knew that, but I think that the thing that struck me was he said that if he saw the same thing, the same results of my scans in just like a normal case, he might be a little bit more concerned than in my case, where I've kind of proven that even though sometimes it looks bad, it looks like things might be happening, none of those have, surfaced as bad things other than my original tumor that I had that was removed, which 100% was definitely cancer and was like, a tennis ball kind of size mass. So it's kind of confusing. I did a lot of asking of like, okay, do you think I should continue coming to Mayo Clinic? Like, what do you think about that versus like setting up somewhere closer to home in St. Louis? And he said, honestly, with how confusing my case had been, he said, there is a potential, some other place sees the results that I'm getting back from the scans and is like, oh no, we need to, do biopsies. We need to start in with chemo a little more aggressively than what might need to be done. That being said, we are rescanning in 2 months. And if there are changes that they feel like they need to further investigate, they definitely will. I just feel a little bit better with having it in Mayo's hands.
Yeah.
Given just the weird nuances of my case.
Yes. Yeah. I think if outside eyes look at it, it's kind of like they're gonna react completely differently than somebody who actually knows your case. It's just
he even said that there's apparently still like a little bit of drama, because if you guys remember, if you guys who've been following us for a long time, or if you go back to our videos in like December of 2022, there was this big back and forth of whether or not they were going to do that big surgery on me, because they thought it was already in my liver, and like that it was kind of like had already metastasized, and the lymph nodes were really suspicious looking and all of that. And so it's kind of like, I don't know. It was weird when he said that there was still some drama, because like doctors had to kind of go behind other doctors, not behind other doctors' back, but there was some clashing of opinions of doctors and what should actually be done, and if I should get the surgery or not. Because in most cases, looking at, you know, my scans and everything, they probably wouldn't have done the surgery, but they kind of went out on a limb, and it ended up being the right decision. This doctor that we met with this time was like, yes, it was definitely
absolutely the right
absolutely
choice.
The right call. He was like, if we hadn't done it, you know, we wouldn't have really had anywhere else to go, because we kept getting these biopsies that didn't really give us any information. They probably would have just kept giving me chemo to try to get rid of, you know, whatever they were seeing that turned out to be these keratin granulomas. Like, I would love to just know what the heck actually happened, but I think sometimes you just have to accept that you just won't know, and then just kind of move forward cautiously, but also knowing that your case is unique, and you can't just read numbers online and be I'm gonna, this is, you know, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
That was a lot.
That was a lot. I think you left me like a minute and a half.
Oh, sorry.
So I guess we're not going to hit the 10-minute mark?
Oh, no.
Oh, we're going to try? Okay, update from me. So I'm getting scans, my next set of scans for my kidney in March.
Yes.
Yes, in March. But ever since the last time when I went and saw the gastroenterologist, I've been taking this one type of steroid. I'm blanking on the name right now. And I've been slowly, like, you know, you start with like a larger dose and then you wean yourself off of it and all of that. And then they're going to scan me again and see what that looks like. But honestly, I haven't had any stomach problems whatsoever. I haven't had any symptoms of anything, even since before I started taking the pills. And so, but I did get, they did a stool sample test while we were up there as well for me. And they found like no inflammation whatsoever in that. And so I don't know, but we'll check on the scans whenever that comes back up. Am I good?
I mean, you can keep going.
No, it's fine. I'm good. That's a pretty basic update for what's been going on with me.
Yeah, I mean, obviously there's life stuff. We have Elsie, and she's amazing.
Walking now.
She's walking like crazy.
She went straight. She went like she was crawling and everything. Then once she figured out she could stand up and run around, like that's all she does now. She's like, I want to go over here. I want to go over there. She doesn't want to be in the seat like when we're at a store or anything. She just wants to run around the store. So we bought her squeaky shoe, so we always know where she is now. But if it goes silent, we know there's a problem.
Yes, that's very true.
Yes.
There's actually a problem in this kitchen yesterday, and she went silent.
Went silent, and all of a sudden everybody was like, wait, where's Elsie? And we look over, and she's like digging through the garbage. That girl.
My daughter.
That girl. You want to wrap it up?
I mean, okay. I guess the other.
Okay, go ahead.
The only other update would be that there will be videos coming very soon. We're actually going to film some more videos while we're here, and we've got other stuff going on. Like we have a lot of stuff going on, but we're going to film a few, like, I don't know. I feel like they're going to be a little bit more hard hitting than some of our normal videos. Yeah.
I also kind of feel like, you know, we've taken a long enough sort of break, you know, in between here with just the updates and stuff. And I feel like it's about time we got back into a little bit more regular posting. So yeah, I'm gonna have some like raw conversations with you about things, and we'll just leave it at that. Yeah. But subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that already. Click the bell that is right next to it. You'll get notified whenever we post a new video. You can also find us on social media, Facebook and Instagram. And you can follow along or send messages or anything of the sort like that. But I think that's all I got.
That's definitely all I got.
We will see you next time on Crocs in the Kitchen. Bye.
I mean, you can still say more if you have more to say.